My team and I have sold over $900 million worth of real estate, and I can tell you from experience that most new agents spend their first month feeling busy, but not producing anything. They're setting up their CRM, they're designing business cards, researching lead sources, sitting in office meetings, and doing everything except the one thing that actually moves the needle, which is talking to people who might want to buy or sell a house. If you're in your first 30 days right now, you're not sure what to do with your time, this video is going to fix that. I'm going to give you a simple day-by-day structure built around the activities that actually lead to a first deal, so you're not spending your first month busy on the wrong things. Before anything else, get your technology set up in day one and move on. New agents tend to over-engineer this part. They spend their first 2 weeks researching CRMs, building websites, setting up automated email sequences, and doing everything except talking to people. Do not do that and do not be that agent. You need 2 things to start. You need a CRM and a way to generate leads. For the CRM, I like Follow Up Boss a lot. That's the one that we use. It's about $100 a month. There's plenty of other good options out there, but it's a really good basic CRM. If you're going to run PPC leads, pay-per-click leads, add Sierra Interactive for the website. Those are really the only 2 tools that you need. Set them up on day one and do not touch them again until the business is actually producing and creating revenue. So step number 1 is set up one simple technology stack and nothing else. Like I said, new agents tend to over-engineer this part. They spend their first 2 weeks researching CRMs, building websites, setting up automated email sequences, and doing everything except talking to real people. Do not do that. You need 2 things to start. You need a CRM and a way to generate leads. For the CRM, get Follow Up Boss at about $100 a month. Do not add more tools, do not build more complexity, and do not let technology setup become a way to avoid the uncomfortable work of actually picking up the phone and getting in a conversation with people. Step number 2, decide how you're going to generate leads. This is the most important strategic decision you will make in your first 30 days. And it basically comes down to whether you have money to spend or not. If you have resources, it's totally fine to pay for leads. We went all in on pay-per-click leads ourselves from day one. Google and Bing, people typing phrases like homes for sale in Snohomish County into Google in a search engine and then landing on our website. The reason we did this is simple. We wanted to trade money for time. Paid leads scale in a way that free lead sources simply cannot. And if you have the right skills to work them, you can close 1% of them in the first 90 days after they come in and another 2 to 3% over the following 2 to 3 years. It can be a very long conversion cycle. It is a long-term return on investment that can produce quick wins as well if you have the skills and the systems. If you do not have money to spend yet, that is completely fine. Just be honest with yourself about what you are trading. Free lead sources like open houses mean you're giving your time instead of your money, and time does not scale the same way. Open houses, door knocking the neighbors around a listing, working in your personal sphere, these all work and they can absolutely get you your first deal. Just understand they're slower to scale and plan accordingly. One thing I want to be very direct about, circle dialing, which is calling random people in a neighborhood who have given 0 signal that they want to buy or sell, is not something I recommend. The pickup rate is terrible, the conversion is worse, and you're giving away your most valuable resource, which is your time, to leads with no intent behind them. There are better uses of those hours. Step number 3, block your time and protect it. This is where most new agents fall apart. They know what they should be doing, but they do not build a structure that actually makes them do it every day. Here's how I would structure your day in the first 30 days. In the morning, prospecting and lead conversion. This is your most important block and it goes first. 4 hours every day in the morning, calling, texting, following up, staying in active conversation with every lead in your system. If you're not meeting with someone, you should be talking to someone. Calendar block this off and do not let anything move it. And you definitely have 4 hours a day to do this if you're a brand new agent because you don't have a ton of clients yet. Let's be honest about that. Midday, you should role play and do skill work. This is where most agents lose the game before it even starts. Spend at least 30 minutes every single day role playing the conversations you're going to have. Practice your objection handlers, practice what you're going to say when someone brushes you off, practice how you set an appointment. You should not be figuring out what to say for the first time when there's a real prospect on the phone. That is what the role play is for, is to get the practice and the reps in. In the afternoon, I want you on appointments and client-focused work. Meet with people in the afternoon, buyer consultations, listing appointments, showings, whatever you have. Keep your mornings clear for finding clients and your afternoons for meeting with them. That structure sounds simple, and it is, but is exactly what we followed. It produced 3 to 4 quality appointments per week, even in the first month. 3 to 4 appointments a week adds up very, very quickly for building a pipeline. Quick pause. Everything I'm walking you through here comes out of our Insider Systems course. If you want the full buyer and seller process instead of one lesson at a time, the fundamentals are the exact step-by-step, and it's all in one classroom in our school that you can plug into today. The link is in the description, and it's only $47 right now. Check it out. All right, back to the plan. Step number 4. Work your sphere from day one. Even if you're brand new to the market with no relationships, you have a personal network, and people in that network are either buying, selling, or they probably know someone that is. In the first week, reach out to every single person you know personally and catch up with them and tell them that you're in real estate now. Not a mass email, individual messages. This is not glamorous, but is where a huge percentage of first deals come from because people do business with people they already know and trust. You also need to post consistently on your social media channels as well. Nothing complex, just showing up as a real estate agent in your market on a regular basis so that when someone in your network is ready to make a move, you're the first person they think of. IG stories and reels have been huge for us. Think 3 to 4 reels a week and 3 to 4 stories per day. Do that and do it consistently, and you're going to really build some attention. Step number 5, focus on activity numbers, not the results. The results, which is closed transactions, don't really matter yet. We care all about the activities. In your first 30 days, you're probably not going to close a deal. That is normal and expected. It does not mean that anything is wrong. What matters in the first month is whether you're doing the right activities at the right volume each and every day, stacking those days on top of each other, because those activities compound into results on a delay. The number I want you focused on is conversations. How many people are you actually talking to? How many new conversations are you starting each and every day? If that number is growing and you are following up with every person consistently, the pipeline will fill. Most agents who quit in the first year almost always quit because they do not build enough momentum in the first 30 to 60 days, not because the business does not work. Real estate really runs on a 90-day cycle, so the people you talk to today will likely be a transaction for you 90 days from now or even longer. So you need to be thinking about it from that time frame. Set yourself a simple daily number, a number of calls, a number of follow-ups, a number of new conversations. Write it down, track it, and hit it every single day, regardless of how you feel about it. I like conversations that are 2 minutes or longer more than I like tracking phone calls. Tracking phone calls doesn't really get you anywhere if no one picks up the phone, but tracking conversations that are 2 minutes or longer, that's a meaningful benchmark to follow. If you get at least 10 to 15 conversations per day that are at least 2 minutes or longer, meaning you had a good conversation, that's going to compound fast for you. And the agents who make it through the first year are the ones who built that habit early on, and they kept it even when nothing was closing yet. But if you have 10 to 15 real conversations daily, that's going to stack up quick and it's going to pay off massively for you. If you want to go deeper on how to run a listing appointment once you start getting in front of sellers, I have a full video on this channel that walks through the exact 6-step process I use to win every listing appointment, from the prep work before you even knock on the door, all the way to getting the paperwork signed. I'll link it in the screen so you can go watch that one next.